Peace, diehards. Welcome to another episode of the DiehardKnicks podcast. We got the game still going on according to Yahoo right now, man. We got 65 to 51, 37 seconds left. Just watching this game, man. I got a couple notes and stuff like always. Always got notes and whatever. But when it comes down to it, it just comes down to one thing really. We'll get into that when the guys get in here. But this is cool, man. The NBA TV they've been giving the game free on Yahoo, man. So if you guys like to mess around with Yahoo, you could watch the game live. So it's free on here, so I shouldn't have any issues. So let's make this a little bit bigger so you guys can see towards the end. If you guys are tuning in while you're watching, like I said, it's 51-65. Yeah, man. It sucks, man, because we beat them before, so it's not like, I hated the narrative how everyone was just like, oh, we got no chance. Some people were saying that we got no chance to beat them, but we beat them. We beat them already. We beat them one game already. Like, it's not so like far from the from reality that we could beat them, because we did beat them. We smacked them the last time by 20. So just watch the commentary if we don't end up winning this game. Watch the commentary, after the game of how bad the Knicks are and this, that, and the other. When in the meantime, the first time we played the Bucks, we beat them by 20. So it is what it is. And there's really nothing that the Bucks are doing, for the most part, that's scary at all. This is like 9 seconds left. They just have guys that can score. Like just now, you just watched Humphries score. Humphries can create his own shot. He can shoot. Like I said, there's a few guys on the Knicks roster that we had out there that was doing stuff that if these guys are not showing up, then we can't compete. So that's the official game right there. 68-51. And the way this game has been playing, you can just tie this up, and then we'll just start again fresh with the next game. So let's do that, man. Let's just see who they're playing next. You never count your team out, man. The Knicks are always going to have a chance to come back. This is a game of runs, 51-68. Just like Brook Lopez got hot in that first quarter, somebody can get hot next thing the Knicks cut the lead to 61-68. That's possible, So now you're back in the game. Then the Knicks would need another run to try to go over the top. But let's see. The Knicks are playing, OKC. So that's a revenge game. We got to get those guys back too, man. So this is what it is, man. This is DiehardKnicks at the half. It's your boy Eru. Let's play some music, man. I haven't done that on DiehardKnicks at the half. Graphics, man. Put it on there so make some little jingly sounds in your ears if you're listening to it in your headphones and stuff like that. But yeah, man, so the Knicks are down 68-51. I'm just going to get right into it, man. Invisible players, guys that are just straight up invisible. Let's take this game down. Invisible players. We're only running like a 10-man rotation. Who do we have here? We got we played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We played 10 guys today. So, he's true with the 10-man rotation. Out of the 10-man rotation, we got 5 guys that were completely invisible in that first half. You want to talk about Julius Randle. He wasn't his typical self. Nerlens Noel, completely embarrassed today against the Bucks. Frank, like normals, is basically playing the same Frank game, because he plays such great defense, and he doesn't need to have any other stats, right? So, we got Bullock. Bullock is blanked almost. He got 1 rebound. And Toppin. Toppin played 6 minutes. And he put his best, Frank Ntilikina impression with the stats and stuff. So we can't win games like this if we got 5 guys out of our rotation that's straight blank, straight across the board. So, you got my guy, his Sim.
Yo, what's good, man?
What's up, man? Yeah, so did you hear what I was saying about the invisible 5 that we have?
No, I didn't hear all of it.
Well, I basically was saying that we can't win if half of our rotation, 10-man rotation, You got 5 guys. Randall, Noel. Randall usually does his thing, but this is the Bucks. They got size and stuff. Noel is getting like he's getting attacked today, man. Bullock is blanked, Frank is blanked, and Toppin is blanked. We can't play. We can't win like that when we got 4 guys straight blanked all across the board, just total non-factors in the game.
No. I mean, if you got guys that's not going to produce, I mean, nobody on the court is producing. RJ Barrett's playing okay. He's, we need him on the boards. He's still not rebounding. He's turned it over a couple times. I don't know. Right now, it's just a bad game for the Knicks altogether.
I mean, so in the beginning, we matched up well. I guess the beginning of the first quarter, we kind of was making a game out of it. But they just, trades. This is trade season, right? So I've been talking a lot about trading for big men and stuff like that. Everyone, they don't seem to want to do that. They want to keep Nerlens Noel. They want to wait for Mitchell Robinson to come back. But a game like this, especially if you play against Philly or some of these other playoff type teams, they got guys like Brook Lopez and Bobby Portis even was embarrassing us a little bit. All their big guys, Giannis Antetokounmpo, he was doing his thing too. So we just don't have the size to match up against teams like this. Nerlens Noel was looking like a little kid out there.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have the size. It's not even the size; it's the length. Because even if you bring in Andre Drummond, he don't have the length that these guys got. Like these guys are just long. Antetokounmpo's like 6'11". Then you got Brook Lopez, who's what 7'1", 7 foot. So these guys are really, really long. And then the way once you get inside, they use their length to bother you. And the Knicks are having a lot of trouble with their length.
Yeah, but I got like Noel. Every time this guy Lopez turns to the basket, Noel he just disappears. He can't do anything. It's not necessarily the length. The length, yes, of course, but they just moving him out the way. They had to put this guy in the game, Taj Gibson, just to give just to match the physicality. When Taj came in, there was a little difference within that pushing around stuff. But
yeah, I mean, when Taj was in there, he played well against Giannis. I don't know if Brook Lopez was in there at the time. Maybe they played a little bit together. But the Knicks, I mean, they're always going to have trouble with size and length with this roster right here. Especially a team like this that has just so many long arms around you. Julius Randle's only 6'8". So when he's playing power forward, Nerlens Noel is 6'10" himself. Right. Giannis is taller than Nerlens Noel. And then Brook Lopez is of course taller than Nerlens Noel. It's a matchup nightmare for the Knicks when you talk about these guys in their length, But a big problem with the Knicks now, one, obviously, they're not getting killed on the boards, but they got to do better. They're losing the rebounding battle 28-21. It seems like they had more than 7 turnovers, but they start turning the ball over, and a team like these guys, they're going to capitalize on the fast break, right? So right now they're killing us on the break, and then another area where we're really losing is on. We've matched them for threes. They're 7 for 15. We're 7 for 19. So we're not shooting the same percentage, but we've made the same amount of threes, right? So from the field, they're shooting 56%. We're shooting 42%, right? So they've made 5 more baskets than us overall, which means they've got 10 points just from made baskets. And then, of course, they got 7 points on us from free throws. They've been to the line 11 times. We've only been to the line. Well, they've been to the line 12 times, and they're 11 for 12. We've been to the line 6 times, and we're 4 for 6. And what we're doing is, instead of when we get inside in the lane, they got so much length, we're trying to kick it out, and then they get in the passing lanes and they're taking it. And then we're shooting inefficiently. We're letting them shoot a little bit above their average, and we're shooting below our average. So,
they basically popped us.
What'd you say?
they basically popped us. They popped the air out of our balloon, and we just kind of just flat. We don't really know. We really can. We kind of just like drowning right now. We don't really know how to get back in this game.
Yeah, right now, they got to figure out a way because they're doing the same thing to us that we're doing to them. They're
Absolutely.
clogging the paint, right? We're clogging the paint so that Giannis can't score in the paint. We're clogging it and then trying to get back out, scramble back out to the shooters, and get back out to the shooters, run them off the 3-point line. They're doing the same exact thing. When we get in the paint, they're protecting that rim, making us have to kick it out. And right now, when we kick it out, they're getting their hands on it, getting in the passing lanes, getting out there, running on a fast break. Now, and then we're fouling, putting them on the line. You know what I mean? So, with them scoring in the fast break, I don't know how many points they got on the break right now. Let's see how many fast break points they got. Right now, they have 11 fast break points. Right. And, that right there is a big difference in the game. They got 11 fast break points, and they've outscored us from the line by 7 points. Those two things, us turning the ball over, letting them get out on the break, and then we're not getting to the line, and they are.
Yeah, pretty much, man.
And I don't know what we can do to change it in the second half, to be honest with you.
But it all comes down to their size. They every time we try to do something, they just stop us, and then we just can't match their thing. And then like I said, we can't have half of our roster blanked. These guys are gonna have to start doing something, impacting the game some kind of way, rebounding, blocking shots, or something. Toppin. I wanted to ask you about Toppin. Like, is Toppin exposed right now, man? Is he somebody that we just don't have a use for in the manner in which we play, offensively? Because a lot of times he just sitting up in the corner by the 3-point line, handing the ball off to somebody, and somebody like him should be nowhere near that area. He should be down more, going towards the basket and stuff like that. So,
Yeah, I don't know, with Toppin, man. Like I've been saying, I'm ready for Toppin to take some time on the pine and just let Kevin Knox take his minutes. Honestly, I feel like Kevin Knox will do more than Obi Toppin is giving us right now. He had to put one pull-up jump shot, but that's about it. Normally he's not even thinking about looking towards the rim. He's kind of doing the same thing that Mitch does. He gets the ball and he's looking to hand it off. So it's not really making himself a threat out there at all. We'll see what they do when they come back. We got to find a way to get Randall, or Randall's got to find a way to get himself going a little bit. He's got 3 points off of that 3-pointer that he made. He's 1 for 8 from the field. It's real bothered. You can see he's got to put a little bit more arc on his shot, so he can, just to score. He's got 4 rebounds. Right now, Randall's got 4 rebounds. Peyton's got 3 rebounds. Taj Gibson's got 3 rebounds. We need Nerlens Noel to grab a couple rebounds
to do something. You need to hurt somebody or something. If you can't rebound, if you just can't like get your position, you can't do your thing down low. You got to do something else. You got to either use your fouls, hurt somebody, make them feel you out there some kind of way. If you can't get your hands on any of these loose balls, rebounders, you got to do something. Frank is a guy everyone says don't look at his stat sheet, about his impact. But he's had a couple these guys, like Bullock too. Bullock is guilty of this. It's just they're just there. They're not really impacting the game at all. They're just kind of flipping around, just like wasting minutes. And you're putting a lot of pressure on guys like Randall, and then Randall gets into this thing now in a game like now where he's just like ramming himself inside, trying to force shots because other guys are just kind of just flopping around. While a team like the Bucks, they got guys like Humphrey. Not Humphreys. Augustine. They got Forbes. All these guys that they're on the court. That some of them are blanked as well. But at least they're busy.
The difference between with the Knicks and them is that they're making shots and we're not. You know what I'm saying? They got a few more boards, but they're making shots. They got more people Brian Forbes, he's got 6 points, 2 3-pointers. DJ Augustine has 2 3-pointers. He's got 8 points. The only person we got on the bench that scored anything is Emmanuel Quickly. Taj Gibson. Emmanuel Quickly got 7. Taj Gibson's got 5.
Yeah, Alec Burks too.
We can't rely on Taj Gibson. Oh yeah, I forgot about Alec Burks. Yeah, that's right. Alec Burks got 10. We can't rely on Taj Gibson to be knocking down threes. He's taking 2 threes this game. Before this game, he's taken 7 for the entire season. He's taken 2 in this game. We don't want to rely on that. Although he is 50% for today, that's not going to be normal for Taj. I don't know. We'll see what they're going to do in the second half. We'll see what Tom Thibodeau decides to go to. I'd like to see them run some zone for real instead of just packing the paint to try to stop Giannis, because you pack the paint to stop Giannis and then he kicks it out and they get some wide open 3-point looks. They're doing a lot of ball movement and sometimes ball movement, man movement. I like to see him just, do a little bit of a zone and see if you can force them to have to slow themselves down and think about what's happening. And maybe we can, get a couple turnovers, some missed shots, pack the paint a little bit since we're having trouble rebounding, pack the paint and get out and try to run. If we don't do something quick, this is going to get ugly. So already 17-point lead. It's going to get ugly.
Definitely. I see May 4th here. He's always talking a lot of junk in the chat, man. But he's bringing up Iggy and Harper. Do you think we're ever going to see these guys out there?
Nope. Not during any meaningful minutes. I don't think so.
Because we got a guy like State. State couldn't be here today, man. But he's always talking about how bad Burks is and Alfred and stuff like that. But it comes down to the point I was trying to make. A lot of our guys are just kind of just there, waiting for that ball to come to them to hit an open jump shot. But they're not really busy to do nothing. Like I said, I mentioned all these different players that the Bucks have. They did score. It's not about just necessarily just hitting a shot. They're busy. They're actively busy. So you have to show them attention because these guys are primed to do anything. Not just sit back and hit a 3. They're primed to do anything. This guy DiVincenzo, he's been all over the place.
DiVincenzo is, DiVincenzo is a borderline. That kid is. I was hoping that the Knicks was going to draft him. That kid is good. He's really good. Right now he's young. People look at him as a role player, but he's a guy that could end up being a third wheel on their team, man. And Giannis just got an easy dunk.
Oh, they back?
70-51. Yep. But as far as Iggy, people talk about as far as Iggy, it's not about bringing Iggy up. Iggy is on the roster. He's not a two-way player. He's on the Knicks roster. Jared Harper's a two-way player. Theo Pinson is a two-way player, but Iggy is on the roster. So if now that bubble, I believe, is done, Iggy's just always going to be there.
So I feel like we need to start experimenting with some of these guys because guys like Bullock, Bullock sometimes he can produce sometimes, but like a guy like Bullock and then now you got Frank out there. We kind of need a different look, man, especially when
but
guys
these guys
are out.
Jared Harper, maybe Iggy, you don't want to put him out there. I'm telling you right now. You think Obi's defense is bad?
Yeah, what's the name? Iggy's feet are very heavy, man. He just runs like he's like 1,000 pounds. Yeah, but I'm pulling for straws, man, because the Knicks really need to make a trade. In my opinion, they got to do something to help these guys out, help us out inside and help us out with shot making, man, being able to to do something out there other than just stand around waiting for the ball to come to them.
Yeah, we'll see what they're going to do. Got to the 25th. But, hey, I'm going to go ahead and watch this second half. The Knicks down 19. RJ just hit a 3, but they're still down 19. And let's see if they can make some kind of a push. They need to do it this third quarter, though.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
Yeah.
All right, man. Thanks, Sim. Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while.
No doubt. Hopefully you had a nice little break, man.
I tried, man. I needed a freaking mental break, man, from this stuff a little bit. It's
Hey,
all good,
I
though.
hear you. Yeah, I hear you. All right, man.
All right, man.
Peace.
Peace, guys.